Okay, we got the Hyper Tough leaf blower. It is H25 and like I said, now I have a Murray sitting here. And what is it? Oh, where's the model? Whatever. This one's claiming 430 CFM, 200 miles an hour. This one claims 400 CFM, 180 miles an hour. And they're both 25 ccc motors. What makes the Murray 430 CFM is adding on that other attachment that makes it smaller. You'll see in another video. That's the only thing that makes it 200 miles an hour. Without that attachment, it's the exact same thing as you would expect. So anyway, this is the Hyper Tough. Got it on clearance for 30 bucks. Or actually, I think I got it on clearance for 25 because it had no box. Like it matters. What do you need a box for? Well, we got the manual. All right, so the other thing I was noting in the other video, the major difference, I mean, they're the same. This is just a toggle switch to kill it. This one has cruise control, where when your hand is too tired to lift up. This one does not have cruise control, but isn't that odd how it has the hole there for the cruise control? These are no different. They're the exact same thing. Look at, exact same. Little loop, little loop, little loop. It's the exact same unit. This cage is different, not a big deal. Piece of plastic, not a big deal. And we will see that the other covering cage on this side, yeah, this plastic is different from this plastic. Those are just a piece of plastic. They just bolt on and come right off. It's just a piece of plastic. As you see, piece of plastic with your open hole, piece of plastic with your open hole. Just a different stupid setup. It's the exact same blower. See? Gas cap, fuel line. It's the same carburetor, even though this one's got a pink one. It's the same carburetor. I could take the carburetor off either one of these. It's not gonna work. It's interesting. These jets are screwed down a little deeper. These are high lows. Where on this one, they're up higher. Nobody adjusts that. Could be why this one kind of bogs, why the Murray bogs down. But I think it started working better when it was warmed up. All right, so anyway, this is the Hyper Tough. Like I said, it's the exact same thing as the Murray, which costs $30 more just so you can have a cruise control and a different looking cage. Same CC fight, 25 cc motor. All right, so you got a different piece of plastic, It's the same thing, just a different piece of plastic, different lever. All right, so these, I mean, if you were to look up the part number on these carburetors, they would come up with a different part number just simply because it's using a different lever. But that one's doing it over there, or this one's going down a pole down there. All right, so I put the choke on, hit the handle, that goes off, choke on. All right, so this one doesn't knock the handle off. All right, so they're a little different in that this one doesn't knock it off, but either one of these carburetors will work on the other. It does not matter. If this carburetor goes bad, you can just buy the cheapest carburetor for a 25 cc motor and it'll work. That's how I fixed a bunch of blowers I found on the side of the street. They're rebuild kits, which were the same price as their whole replacement. So anyway, there's this. See, there's gas in there. It's 2-cycle gas. You must mix oil with the gas. If you don't mix oil into the gas, you will burn the motor. The oil in the gas is what lubricates the motor and stops it from overheating and frying itself. So if I've seen a bunch of reviews where people bought this and they said, oh, it's a piece of junk, it didn't work after the first time, it overheated. Well, you know what? You didn't put oil in your gas. I'm sorry, bro. that was your fault, not this's fault. They're all the same mower. You're not going to say this one completely sucks and then say this one's beautiful. It's the same goddamn motor. So anyway, you don't need to do 10 squirts. Just, you feel, when there gets gas in there, you'll feel it spray gas. It just needs to spray gas into that cylinder once. You don't need to do it 10 times. That's just stupid. Alright, so the start is on. I don't know if I can just pull this and start it. Let's go warm up. About all I do with blowers. Blow off the driveway. So that's your Hyper Tough 25B or whatever the model was, 25cc. Don't pay 100 or 80 for any of those. They're all garbage. I just use this, the Works 340. I got this on clearance 3 years ago for 30 bucks. This is the 20 volt version, so it's kind of a piece of junk, 340cc, but you know what, it does the same job. It's good enough. The 20 volt battery on this sucks because, you know, I don't know how long it lasts. 15, 20, 10, 15 minutes. I don't know. There you go. The newer ones of these Works have 40 volts, so they last longer and they're higher output. The 40 volts will be equal to this 25cc or maybe even better, but of course they're not going to last as long as the gas. So anyway, that's the Hyper Tough. Get them on clearance around winters, around this time of the year. Walmart always clearance these items out. Use Brickseek or whatever. So that's it. Again, like, you go look online at Lowe's, Home Depot, you find one of these handhelds, 25cc, they're all the same thing. All the same thing. I seen there was maybe a Husqvarna 28cc. They claimed higher miles per hour, but it's probably to do with the tubing. Just like with everything, they trick you with the tubing. I mean, there's not much else you can do with that turbine in there to create air. It's about the tube and how you do it. Because 25cc motors are going to put all the same horsepower, etc., etc., etc. Now, there are better ones that are like 48cc. Yes, those will move more air because that engine has more horsepower. Yes. But when you go to 25cc, it's all the same damn thing. An engine is basically just that. Your carburetor. You put the right amount of oil in there, you lube the engine, and you're good to go. Of course, you leave these things outside, you're going to rust them and ruin everything. You're going to get the carburetor clogged, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, there you go. Maybe I'll review the chainsaw I got for $40 on clearance. Alrighty then.